Hello Tokusatsu community and welcome back to my Sodo Sunday series here on the Toku Toy Story YouTube channel. This is the series where I cover all of the latest Sodo, Shodo, and new line figure news from Japan. This week we have a good amount of Revice news to talk about, but also a lot of SODO Chronicle news to talk about and some Shodo stuff. So let's go to get right on into it. So for Kamen Rider Revice, we have 3 brand new figures to talk about. First up being another figure from the Beyond Generations film. Last time we talked about the Neobata Genome, the 01 based form, coming to the SODO line. And now from the same movie, we have Kamen Rider Sentry. And overall, this figure turned out really nice. They did not use any translucent pieces or anything like that you might have expected them to. They pretty much just did all of it in sticker form, which I think works out. They talked about how it would be a little difficult to do a lot of translucent plastic and stuff like that on this sort of figure. And for the most part, I think it definitely captures the look of Kamen Rider Sentry just fine. Also coming to the newest SODO set is going to be Jack Revice, the all-black, basically build hazard form looking form of Kamen Rider Revice here, which looks really good. There's really not that many stickers on this guy. There's just a little bit like on the head and stuff like that. But you're also going to get the rolling Vice stamp outside of the belt, so you can have it in its like kind of a knuckle formation. And of course you're going to get the upgrade form to Jack Revice, which is Kamen Rider Revice in the Thunder Gale form. So this is the newest form that just debuted in the show, which obviously is kind of an evolution of Jack Revice. It is a good amount of a remold as well, but there's definitely some shared pieces and stuff with this form. And speaking of upgrades, we are also going to be getting Holy Live in the SODO line. So this is the brand new form debuted by Kamen Rider Live. So you're also going to get the nice big wings for this form, and you're going to get the kind of gun version of the two-side driver with the Holy Wing Vice stamp inserted into it. You're going to get everything you're going to want for that form, and it looks really nice that we're going to get like the 2 biggest power-ups in the show right now in the same SODO set. Moving over to SODO Chronicle, Kamen Rider O's just had its new 10th anniversary movie, and of course we've already had SODO Chronicle O's in the past, but there was a bunch of new forms debuted in the movie that they wanted to bring to the SODO line in 2 brand new sets. So first up, we're going to be getting kind of an Ankh Theme set, or kind of just a Kamen Rider O's theme set in general, with the brand new Tajador Eternity form. So this is basically a repaint / a little bit of a new additional remold of the original Tajador combo, which mainly just kind of gives it these different kind of wings and stuff like that, and kind of a more rainbow design to it. It of course also has the brand new Taja spinner and everything like that as well, so this form looks really good in the SODO line. Obviously a lot of stickers with this figure, but that is to be expected. And then we are going to be getting our first Greed form in the entire SODO Chronicle line to go along with this, and that is going to be Ankh himself. So you're going to get Ankh's full-on Greed form, which looks really good, but obviously also has a lot of stickers to it. And then even though this piece was originally released in the original SODO Chronicle O's line, they are going to be including the Ankh hand in this set as well, if you did not get that from any of the previous releases. And then the second set for the O's film is essentially a villain set. I mean, there's also Birth in here as well, but it's just all the other forms that debuted in the film, kicking it off with the King O's, which is basically an evil version of the Tatsuba combo. It has like a big jacket to it and everything, and kind of a cracked, different sort of rusted original Taka head. So it's definitely just a very similar figure to the one we already had before, but obviously this whole like jacket, cape, coat thing is definitely a lot different than we've had before in really any SODO figure, honestly. You're also going to get his nice, like, unique, kind of more real-looking sword. It doesn't look like a big, like, toy sword like a lot of Toku stuff. And you're going to kind of get, like, an upgraded form for him, I believe, which is where he's kind of spoilers, I guess, absorb some of the greeds and kind of get, like, attributes of the different O's combos. So you're going to get, like, one leg is, like, Sagozo, one leg is, like, Shouta, and you just get pieces of all the different combos all over the place. So you're going to get a figure dedicated to that. And then you're going to get to the full-on Kamen Rider Goda, which is like the actual main villain of the movie, I believe, which is going to basically be that absorbed greed form figure, but also going to have like a new head and some new pieces to it as well. So that's going to be its own dedicated figure. So you're going to get those 3 villain figures, and then you're also going to get to the brand new Birth X form. And he's going to come with like this big like weapons, scorpion weapon thing that he uses with the core metals in the film, so it's really cool that you're going to get that. You're going to get everything you would want from these figures from whatever they showed off in the movie. But now it's time for the next SODO Chronicle series, and next up it's going to be Kamen Rider Kabuto. So they have announced the first set for Kamen Rider Kabuto, and it's going to come with 5 figures and have the ability to make 10 different forms. So you're going to get, of course, Kamen Rider Kabuto, and he's going to come with everything you would expect him to come with. You're going to get Kamen Rider Gatak, Kamen Rider the Bee, Kamen Rider Drake, and Kamen Rider Sword. Of course, if you are familiar with how Kamen Rider Kabuto works, you have the masked forms and then you have the rider forms, where the armor flies off. You're going to be able to do both of these. So they are going to have armor pieces for you to do the masked forms of Kabuto, Gatak, the Bee, Sword, and Drake. So you're definitely going to be able to do all that, which is why you can kind of technically make 10 forms out of this SODO Chronicle set and not just 5. And then finally this week we have another teaser for the SODO Super Liveman set. We haven't seen the full set yet, but we did get to see a teaser now beyond just that Red Falcon and that Gokai Change lineup. And so here's a set of the original Core 3 Liveman holding their gigantic cannon in all, unpainted prototype glory. So we haven't seen an official announcement for the set at all. We don't know if it's going to be like a set of 3 of them and then like Black Bison and Green Sai in a second set or something like that. We have no idea. But basically, we're getting closer and closer to them announcing the Liveman set. Alright, well that is going to do it for this week's episode of SODO Sundays. Of course, if you guys liked this video, you can check out a bunch of other tokusatsu related content from me around the entire internet on Toku Topics or Geeky Truth on YouTube, and you can follow me on Twitter at LivingRicherKey or at LightningFigPR. And I'll see you all on SODO Sundays. Until next time, Tokusatsu forever.